Okay guys, hope you're well. As requested, I'm going to go into check crypto out, as a number of guys have, well, you've just asked for it really, so I'm going to try and deliver. I know very little about crypto. I know how to trade, and to me a chart is a chart, and I've had a bit of a play with it, and I actually find finding the coins and trading the coins not that difficult. The platform, on the other hand, is something that we're going to have to get our heads around. So I'll do a series of videos as requested around that. I just want to spend a week or so extra getting my head together with it, understanding how it works, and then I'll carry forward. But in the meantime, I've made a little sheet that'll help me understand what it is I'm looking at. Because one of the good things about crypto is it actually sings off the same hymn sheet as I do. When you hear all of the sort of shiny bollocks about 3-to-1, risk reward, R rates, everything, as many know, I don't subscribe to that. I work on ROI, return on investment. And that is exactly how the crypto market works. It works on return on investment and leverage. So I'm kind of a little bit ahead of the curve on understanding how that sort of trading works, because that is how I trade. On my adventures into looking to find out about crypto though, bloody hell, if I thought there was unicorn sellers in Forex, Jesus Christ, there's unicorns with glitter arseholes in the bloody crypto world, because God almighty, none of them know what they're doing. I figured that out very quickly. But there's a lot of dross. So when I do my videos, it's going to be from raw data directly from the platform that I find, because I just couldn't find any decent information apart from a little salute to Alex, my good friend, who did guide me around Bybit, and it makes perfect sense what you said. So fantastic. But I'm still a little bit green on it, so I need to learn it myself. So we'll go through this journey together. Hope that sounds fine. Anyway, without rambling on, what I've decided on is this platform, which is Bybit. I did originally look at Coinbase. It's good, but it's kind of expensive and one thing and another. And this is quite intuitive to the way that I want to trade. Now, this video is about setting up a spreadsheet ready to run this. But basically, I like this because it's a nice intuitive platform. The deal tickets are quite easy to work. The order book is easy to work. And it works off TradingView platform, so you can put in all of your tools, etc. And if you just click that, you're immediately into your trading chart, and then flick it back and it's just there as a quick snapshot. So it's excellent. Everything's in the one place that I need. I have been trading a little bit with this today, as you can see, just messing around. All of these are profit. The way that it works is when it says close long, it just meant I was in a short position and it's long to close it. All of these are profitable, okay? Because sometimes you can look at that and get a bit spooked thinking, no, I made a profit there, but that says it's red. It's just the way that it was. It was a short position that was closed, and that was a long position that was closed. It's this bit you pay attention to, but I'll go through the platform fully. So why is the sheet different? Well, if I flip it over, I'll show you. Now, because it works on leverage, it's an adapted sheet, this. Just pull them out the way for now. I've changed it somewhat. You'll start it the same way. You'll put in your real balance, not your leverage balance, your real balance. So you start with 400 quid, put it in there. Now, obviously, you can change the symbol if you're US dollar or euro or whatever. It's very easy. Just highlight the cell click format, and there are the symbols there. You can have whatever symbol you want. I'm British, so I use the pound. Okay, so that's where you start. Now your first month, the way that I've set it out is, this is the current balance, obviously your P&L. This is your gross P&L, so you can keep a tab on where you are if you've taken any money out. So for argument's sake, you might have paid yourself 100 quid of wages. That balance will drop down because you've taken £100 out, but the gross remains what you've been up to, just so you can keep a running total of exactly how much you've made. Win rates, self-explanatory. Total position, self-explanatory. This is where the changes are. The goals, again, are snapshots of where you want to be and how much you need to make. So if you want to make £1,000 sort of in 2 months, you need to be doing 23 quid a day. All right, that's the way that works. So the way to fill it in, put your date in, put the balance of whatever is there in there. So in this case, we've got £400. This is where it changes somewhat. You are looking to invest X amount of money to make X amount of money. So you may say, in this instance, that I want to invest 20% of my balance into the next trade. So it gives you an investment of 80. You then need to know what your buying power is. Well, it works. If I just flick this down here a second, flick it onto the orders. So you're going to open an order. You can have leverage. Now you can go from 1 to 1, which means it would just be your 80. If you put 10x leverage in, it means you are getting 10 times the amount of money as buying power. So it'll just be, well, if you put £10 down and it's 10x leverage, your buying power is 100. And you can take this right up to 50. All right. I would keep it as low as you can, in fairness. 10 is about right. All right. And that's for your longs. And then obviously you can do the same for your shorts. Now you can also cross it. And the difference between isolated and cross means if you put cross as your margin, it is looking at your entire balance. So your whole 400, as I just showed on that sheet. If you go isolated and you just wanted 10%, 40 quid, it would only look at the £40 and that's all you would lose. All right. So it's a different way of doing things to Forex. But again, I'll go through this in more detail later. And you can do it very quickly there. So you can order by cost, click 10%, 25%. You can put whatever you want in there in fairness. But you could just say 10% of my balance and it'll quickly populate it very quickly. Likewise with the order price. If you're using limit orders and you're expecting the order to come down and bounce up, you can just click on the order book and it'll automatically fill it in. And again, you can adjust that to suit yourself, but I'll go through it fully. All right. So that's what that's all about. Bear with me. Click this back up. So in this instance, we are investing just 20%, which means we are going to be investing £80 of our balance, 10x leverage. So it's telling me I have £800 worth of buying power. You know, if I change that, see it moves up, but there's 10. Now the slight differences is kind of here. Now your real money, and you've heard me talk about this before where I'm looking to invest, make X amount of money. Whatever I have decided to invest, I want to make 10% on. So my initial investment is 80. I am looking to make 10% of that. All right, as a minimum target. And that's what that is. All right. So again, and let's just say I went into this and I made, I don't know, So say it made £45 on that trade. What it's telling me now is I won the trade. The main balance, this, increased by 11.25. I achieved the minimum target that I deem is worth taking the trade in the first place. And then the leverage P&L, it made 5% of the buying power. And that's how that works. Okay. And then market, well, you can just put in whatever you want. Bitcoin, type of trade, you know, golden eye. I went long, was in a good mood, and it was a level bounce, etc., etc., etc. Put your little sort of notes as to why there. And what this will do is it'll start helping you understand how you're working the market. In other words, it'll help you understand the leverage side of it, you know, your buying power. It'll be able to see what the differences are between your real change and your synthetic change. Okay, so why would I put them in? Well, it's very simple. I need to know what my real-time money change is, because that needs to grow by X amount every day. Ideally, sort of 2% a day, 10% a week sort of thing. That is helping you do that. This part helps you target. So instead of looking at your 3-to-1s, which you're used to, you can be starting to look at maybe a 5% increase on the leverage or a 10% increase on the leverage to make certain that your trades are worthwhile. And as long as that stays green, in other words, you're growing your investment by your whatever amount you want to put in there, you know you're on the right side of profit. So hope that works. Scruffy Squad, this will be in the templates today. And as always, if anybody wants to use it and they're not part of the Scruffy Squad, just drop me a coffee or whatever, and I'll quite happily give you any of my sheets. And those coffees go to a good cause, so it's all worth it. So there you go. I hope that helps, and I'll catch you all soon. And if you've got any questions on crypto, do drop it in the comments below, and I'll compile them and I'll answer them in real time, but in common sense. Not this, oh, make 5,000 a day off 100 quid. It ain't happening, you know. But you can make good money with it if you go into it with your eyes open and understand how the markets work. Very, very simple. Okay, so catch you soon.